Hey, welcome to the Game Informer pre-show for the Nintendo event.
Yay.
I'm Joe Juba. I'm joined by Kim Wallace here.
Hey, everyone.
And after a big day of press conferences yesterday, we're ready to do it again.
Yes, we are. It's going to be fun. Straight from Nintendo, then to Square.
Yeah. You'll get to talk to us both for Square Enix also. So now, just to jump right into it, we've got a Nintendo Direct or digital event. I don't know exactly.
I don't know
what
they want to call it there.
But
it's technically, their E3 presser, we'll call it. Their announcements, I suspect, will have some stuff on my Xenoblade Chronicles X, I think.
Yeah, so is that out of everything that Nintendo has on the docket, is that the thing you're most excited about at this point?
Fire Emblem.
I like that. I like that dance.
You know what I love about Fire Emblem is that I was worried about if the series was even going to still be a thing in the North America, rather.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
because we didn't get one of the titles localized. I enjoyed playing them all when they went through
That last 3DS one was like a huge hit, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or was this before that?
Awakening came in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before that, we didn't get one of the remakes. And there was kind of like speculation of whether or not Nintendo thought that it could still be a successful series.
Right,
and now it's just like Fire Emblem fanfare everywhere. We got the Amiibos and, they just announced the new one and even the crossover with Shin Megami Tensei, which, is my thing.
Yeah.
So I am so hype right now, to say it at least.
Okay.
Sorry, you got me started. But yeah, Xenoblade's probably, a little second on the list because I have seen some footage of it already. I mean, it's out in Japan, and I've watched streams on that. So honestly, I just want the damn release date already so I can get myself prepared and ready. And I think we're going to get that today. I said that in my Nintendo predictions that I wrote on the website. They have to, right? They said it was going to release this year. So, I mean, we need something to go off of.
Yeah, well, especially since it's been sort of conspicuously no release date up to this point, right? So,
Yeah.
Or, I mean, apart from just
it's still
ballpark.
coming in 2015, which people are, like, doubting. So, yeah. Bring on 2015, please. I don't want to have to wait till. Although there are so many games now coming out in 2015, but you know what? I like being busy. I like to have a lot on my plate to play and not have those like down periods. So
yeah. The last thing you need is like both Fire Emblem and Xenoblade hitting at exactly the same time.
Right. So that'll be nice. And I know people are anxiously awaiting if I'm pretty sure they're going to show more of the Star Fox this time around.
Yeah, well, because when they showed Star Fox last year, it wasn't. I mean, it was barely even a game at that point. Really, it was just sort of like a weird demo.
People weren't sure what to make of it.
Yeah,
which is why I think it's important they show some footage and let us kind of know the direction of the game in some form. That like I remember Tim saw it and he was like, I don't know, because there was the project games that Miyamoto was working on
exactly,
too. That
exactly.
like, is this part of Firefox or not? There's one with like giant robots and.
I just remember a little more confusion surrounding it than I thought was normal for something that would be like such a big reveal for them.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I hope things around that get a little more clarified. What do you think about like, are we going to see a bunch of new Amiibo announcements? Is that on the docket?
I would have said that, but they did a lot in the little pre-Smash stream that they had.
Yeah.
Like, they announced a lot. I mean, hey, I don't doubt that Amiibos have been really successful, and they're definitely probably more on the way.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see one for Xenoblade Chronicles X announced. That'd be cool.
I mean, they did Shulk already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They should do another one.
Yeah.
Also,
they did announce some. In that Smash thing, they announced their like new Smash Amiibos coming too, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're saying they wanted to do kind of an Amiibo for every Smash character, whether that happens or not.
Yeah.
We had more Fire Emblem ones, so it's a Smash. So that's all exciting. I don't think we'll see a new Mario, to be honest with you. I don't think we're there yet. I know that my whole impression was, I think Mario Maker, this is the year they want to focus on that.
Yeah, and we saw a bunch of that at the World Champion.
Yeah. So that definitely is probably where that's going. I don't know. Do you think they'll do anything more with Toad? We have a lot of Toad fans in this office, and it drives our managing editor, Matt Burt's nuts. But Brian Shea is a big Toad fan.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I think like, okay, so that treasure tracker game, I don't actually know. I mean, like, I know that the people that I've talked to have enjoyed
Loved
it.
it, yeah.
Like really liked it, but I don't have a sense personally of like whether or not that was a big enough, success to justify like diving right into another one right away. But
Yeah, we'll have to see.
yeah, maybe you strike while the iron's hot on that. Yeah, I don't know.
Metroid.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, okay. So
Here's Joe's gonna see. I fangirled out earlier. Here comes Joe.
well, here's the thing about Metroid though, is that every year there's always this there's always this contingent of people who are like, this is it. We're finally gonna get it. It's time for new Metroid, and it's like, and so maybe it is.
You don't want to. You just don't want to jinx it.
Well, the problem is that like personally, I think it's probably more likely. Because what I want is like a 2D Metroid.
Yeah.
I just finished playing Axiom Verge. I played that when that came out, and it just reminded me how great that like those Metroid games are.
Yeah.
I mean, Axiom Verge is great too, but I wanted more of that. But I just feel like Nintendo has probably moved on to the point that like the Prime series was so successful that I guess that if we see more Metroid, it's probably more along those lines than it is along the like old school 2D. But man, they could really blow some people away if they were just like 2D Metroid. We're doing it, everyone. We're so sorry it took this long. I really don't think that's going to happen.
Well,
but I would love it.
I think too. This is definitely the year where they've got to come out of the gate with Wii U games. Kind of justify that. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a price drop too on the Wii U. I mean,
Oh yeah.
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
I'm just curious. You say you wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't
I'm
be
curious.
Surprised. Well, I feel like they need, like, we all know it's no secret the Wii U hasn't been a top seller for them.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely the time to bring people in and have, more games are now available, and also on that sense, like, probably do a cool bundle of some sort.
Yeah.
I just, from the beginning, I've just seen this is, if they're going to do a price drop, now is the time. Do it like close to like October, close to the holiday season,
Yeah.
move some units so everybody can play these games. Like Smash was such a big success for them. Mario Kart, helped them sell some units. I want to see more justification for that, and I think besides games, obviously a price drop would bring more people on board.
Yeah.
Guys, I got to cut in real quick. We got about 5 minutes till Nintendo starts. A couple technical hiccups on our end. I will have to reset the stream real quick, so don't go anywhere.
Oh, that's Wade, by the way. Sorry
Yes.
for not introducing him.
You are forgiven, Joe. I will be right back, and don't go anywhere.
All right, and welcome back. Sorry about the little technical hiccup there. Our talented producer Wade is on top of it, and we're back.
It's
Oh,
E3.
you're too kind.
It's E3. It's not an E3 without something going a little askew wrong.
Yeah.
But
Tim Turi and I were joking yesterday that whenever you hit some sort of hiccup or bump in the road, you just go E3, and you just sort of like
E3, we should all
shrug.
do it in time.
Yeah.
E3.
Yeah.
So back to Nintendo.
Yeah, we've got that coming up here momentarily.
Ooh, maybe. Oh no, I was like, maybe they'll show off a new Animal Crossing. What do you think?
I don't know. I guess
I think we need an
Nintendo-
Animal Crossing Wii U, to be honest with you.
I guess I think that's possible. I feel like Nintendo generally when they hit something good, they don't usually follow it up that quickly with. I mean, I guess with the exception of like those new Super Mario games, I felt like those came out pretty quick. But
yeah, I guess for me with Animal Crossing, we haven't seen one on console since the Wii, so I feel like they could maybe be working on that. I mean, I have no idea. I'm just
yeah. Well, one thing I was wondering about that you were talking about before, speaking about things coming to the Wii U, is that like, are you really expecting much in terms of the Wii U? 'Cause, like on one hand, you're like, if they want people to buy this, they need to play it. But they've already started talking about like their next generation
that's what
platform.
worries me.
3DS seems to be going well. Like, are they really pushing Wii U at this point, or are they just going to be like, we're going to cut our losses there and
Well,
sort
I
of
feel like they kind of have to in a way because, well, we didn't bring up the big thing, right? Are we going to see? I know they said Zelda will not be at the show.
Oh, guys, we got a pulse
Oh,
from Nintendo.
here we go.
Whoa.
All right, sorry. Well, we missed the big
Hold
thing.
that thought, Kim.
maybe you'll see what the big thing is. Well, we're gonna quiet down a little bit as this is going on.
Oh,
and,
adorable.
We'll talk to you after the show. Okay, we're still waiting on audio, but I love these little puppets.
Yeah, they did the claymation last year, which I thought was cool. And now we've got puppets this year.
Yeah, they're always good at doing something a little zany.
I like it.
That is really cute.
Gotta get some personality going.
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of want my own puppet.
Reggie, are you ready for the digital event?
Oh God, oh God.
Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64. My puppet body is ready.
Oh man, oh man.
How often are they going to keep going back to the well on that? This is sweet, though.
Like little move of the head when they walk. Aw, badass.
I'm here.
This is so charming.
I love it.
Mr. Miyamoto?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Ready whenever you are, gentlemen.
I just have to remember my words.
Look, look.
Oh, man.
What is this?
Okay, well, Nintendo won E3, everyone.
Oh man. Aw. Oh.
Hey, Fox, do a barrel roll.
Yeah, come on, Fox. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Barrel roll? I can do better than that. Check this out.
Oh, here it comes.
Entering Corneria's orbit.
At least no one got stuck being slippy, right?
Yeah, that's true. Ooh.
Cool.
Okay, it looks kind of like not like those crazy mini games.
Yeah.
So
Looks
that's
like,
good.
Looks like an actual game. Whoa. Have we seen that before?
No.
All right. It's like a Robo Chocobo thing.
It's kind of cool. Oh.
Every time the R-Wing transforms, it's just like, neat.
I don't know if I'm gonna like controlling the gamepad
Switching to
though.
all range mode.
Yeah.
Let's take the offensive.
I think that's still something the Wii U struggles with, is like how to really use
Do a
that thing.
barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. There we go, guys.
Star Fox Zero.
Oh, holiday.
This year.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Story time.
I live right by the Fushimi Inari Shrine. I've had a relation with this shrine since I was a child. Because of that, I felt that I was always protected, as if it's my guardian angel. When I was a child, there was a TV show about fighter planes called Thunderbirds. That inspired me to make a game that had cinematic elements, with each character having a distinct personality and their own drama. That would be reflected in the dialogue and appear in scenes like where a cool character and enemies would appear.
I'm here for a job, of course, and looks like I get to have a little
When it came to talking about details regarding how to make the main characters look and feel, we talked about all sorts of types of people. But ever since I was in school, I drew comics with caricaturized humanoid animals and decided that the characters in this game should be based off animals. I then talked about it with Imamura-san, the designer, and we thought about the fox image. Then I thought, let's try making a fox the main character.
We're entering Corneria City now.
When there's an arch, you want to go under it, right? That's the kind of game I wanted to make. Thinking about the shrine, this place is known for the row of arches. So we went with this idea to create a game where you would fly through different arches. Star Fox is a game where you use a control stick, like the one you'd find on a plane. When you fly a real plane, you need to pull back on the control stick to fly up, right? Similarly, you can use the gyro on the gamepad to look all around and feel really immersed in the game. We'd like people to play as if they are flying a real plane. It's really exciting. For Wii U, with its 2 screens, we experimented with gameplay with ideas before this iteration of Star Fox. There were 2 screens that each serves a specific purpose. For example, we've tested using one screen for a more cinematic view and the other for gameplay. The Wii U gamepad has a gyro, and it's a big reason we decided to make this game. It's a cockpit view, so it feels like you're in the cockpit like this. You can aim by moving the gamepad around. In the other Star Fox games, you play by controlling your plane in third person on one screen. This time, the game world is shown on the TV, and you can focus in to aim on the gamepad. By using 2 screens, you can see yourself flying in third person on the TV while shooting down at the enemies below you from the cockpit view on the gamepad. You can be really immersed in the experience, so that's something I hope people can check out. On the Nintendo 64 system, you had to use a lot of buttons. But now, with the Wii U gamepad, you can use 2 sticks to do things like speed up and flip around. There's only one button to fire all the different weapons. So there are 4 buttons left, and with that, we thought, why not use these buttons to make the R-Wing transform?
Nice.
Leftover buttons?
Yeah, what are we gonna
Let's
do?
use one button to do flips and the other for a U-turn.
Nice.
The R-Wing transforming into a walker, that was in Star Fox 2. But since that game didn't make it out, I'm glad we were able to have it appear. The R-Wing transformation mechanic actually looks like it makes a lot of sense. There's the Landmaster, and also the Gyro Wing, which adds a lot of breadth to gameplay. With it, you can perform a lot of tasks as Fox. You can also play different stages with other vehicles,
Like
too.
the old Rob.
So I
Rob
hope you'll
robot.
have fun trying out courses with different vehicles, even after you clear the game. We've rebuilt the game using ideas from the past, but it's not a Part 4 or Part 5. It's not a remake either, so we named it Star Fox Zero this time. The subtitle Zero was taken from how the kanji character looks in calligraphy. Star Fox is based off of the Japanese culture that inspired me, so I wanted people around the world to see this cool kanji character in the logo. When I saw it, it reminded me of a foxtail. We wrote the character with a brush and added the logo. It looks cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, looking pretty good.
Hi, and welcome to Nintendo's digital event for E3 2015. I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, president of Nintendo of America. We began today having a little fun imagining ourselves as characters in the Star Fox universe. But that opening was more than just fun. It also represents a theme you're going to encounter consistently throughout Nintendo's experience for E3. That theme is transformation. Recently, Mr. Iwata has made several announcements on how Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to Universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed NX, which we'll tell you more about in 2016. Today, our purpose is more immediate, to focus on the transformations you'll be enjoying right inside your Nintendo gameplay in the coming months. If there's a secret to the longevity of Nintendo franchises, it is transformation. We never let them stand still. There always has to be something new, something compelling. And that even applies to the game Super Mario Bros., which is celebrating its 30th anniversary in 2015.
Oh, were we wrong? Maybe
To
there is
say
new
he's
Mario.
been transformed over the years is obvious. But along the way, he's also transformed gaming, from establishing the platforming
Could still be
genre
Mario
on the
Maker.
NES
Oh, that's true.
to the 3D world of Super Mario 64. Later this year, Super Mario Maker will take the next step
Called it.
by turning the essence of game creation over to you, our fans. Now, players will become creators as you build your own Mario levels that can be shared globally with friends. And who knows, maybe even I'll be playing, and of course beating, your latest creation. Finally, nothing in our history has transformed our franchises quite like Amiibo. And as you'll find out this week, there are more new Amiibo on the way,
Of course.
and more games for them to inhabit. In fact, right now, let's see how Amiibo are about to show up in a totally unexpected way.
On store shelves?
So at this year's Nintendo digital event, the team put me right to work. So I'm pleased to be here with Karthik Bala from the Vicarious Vision studio at Activision. And Karthik, we've got some great news to share.
Yeah, so the hallmark of the Skylanders franchise has always been deliver brand new innovation and the highest quality game experience. For the first time, we're bringing a whole new toy category to life. We're bringing vehicles to life this year with our new game, Skylanders Superchargers, and really blending it to this epic vehicle adventure.
But there's more to it, right?
We've got 2 unexpected guest stars. So introducing turbocharged Donkey Kong and his vehicle, the Barrel Blaster.
Okay.
We also have Bowser. This is Hammer Slam Bowser, and his vehicle, the Clown Cruiser.
Bowser is always my favorite. I don't know why people say that I look like Bowser and at times act like Bowser. As you're playing as these figures, as you have the various vehicles, what happens?
So they have complete move sets and upgrade trees of powers and abilities, some of which are natural, things that you would expect, like Donkey Kong throwing barrels and Bowser slamming down his hammer, but also really unexpected moves that harken back to elements of lore within the 30 years of history of these characters.
So Kim, as the
What
Skylanders
else
lore
can,
expert,
can
does
these
having Bowser in there
figures
break
do?
anything?
If you put the figure on a Skylander portal, they act as a Skylander, but you can twist the base and switch it to Amiibo, and it can be used as an Amiibo in another Nintendo game.
So again,
that's
these
cool.
characters, these vehicles,
But we have
only
amiibos
playable
of these characters.
on Nintendo.
I know they,
They
get a
don't look like
vehicle.
that, though.
I know, but
They look.
So
Oh, okay,
as
so
you
you're
go
only
through
concerned
this
with the practical
collaboration with
application of
Nintendo,
Amiibo.
A company that is very protective of its franchises,
course.
that always likes to have total control. What was that like in terms of working with us to bring these fabulous experiences to life?
We're such big Nintendo fanboys, and I think we may have been a little too cautious at first. We wanted to have a form of Bowser where he became really big, and we pitched the idea of using Giga Bowser, and this is when the Nintendo team said, no, do something different, something new, and we created Magma Bowser,
Right.
who's never been seen before, and his fire breath just becomes this insane flamethrower. We wanted to set the Koopa on fire, and they said use dry bones.
Right.
And so dry bones, and they said, well, here's all the material for dry bones, and it was just, building on top of that, and we just didn't, we didn't think that we were going to get away with all of this stuff.
Karthik, thank you so much for sharing this information. And throughout the entire week, we're going to be sharing more and more information. You and your team are going to grace us at Nintendo Treehouse Live, and there's going to be a lot more information to share.
I'm super excited.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Well, that was smart to put Mario and Skylanders.
I wonder what's next.
Mario characters, sorry.
Yeah. I love the Miyamoto one.
Oh.
Well, wait. They said Zelda wouldn't be here, though, right?
But it could be in there. Oh.
Huh.
Hey, Joe, remember when we played the GameCube one?
Yeah, I won, as I recall.
No, you didn't.
Well, agree to disagree. Interesting.
I like that one.
You like the Lucky Loungewear?
I mean, that's what I wear to bed. I don't know.
Well, that's what I wear to bed, is a bomb. Okay, so it does seem really focused on the 3-player thing.
Yeah. Also seems very focused on bombs.
Yeah, lots of bombs.
As it should be.
I'm always curious in things like this how you handle if you want to play by yourself, like how the other control is handled. But whoa, that's coming right up too. Now it did say Nintendo 3DS and not new 3DS.
So I guess it's just 3DS.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering if we'd seen more exclusives for the new hardware.
I have a feeling we won't.
Hello, I'm Aonuma, the producer of Zelda. Today, I would like to talk about The Legend of Zelda: Triforce Heroes, the latest Nintendo 3DS Zelda
like
game.
a troll
I
in
have
a
the
way.
game's director, Chikata, here to introduce it with me.
Hello. I wanted to focus on multiplayer and co-op. Multiplayer in past Zelda games was more competitive, much like a party game. Everyone would gather to play to see who would get the most rupees. This time, I wanted players to cooperatively enjoy more serious Legend of Zelda gameplay elements, like solving puzzles and going through dungeons.
The 3D visuals of A Link Between Worlds was a great feature, especially in terms of depth. So I wanted to incorporate that into the multiplayer. So that's why we came up with the totem mechanic. Co-op was fully realized with the totem mechanic.
Bet you could just throw your friends.
You can carry your friends on your shoulders and reach higher places.
A 4-player totem was too tall, so we decided 3 was the better choice.
Alright. All that because of the totem. Took out the 4th player.
For single player,
There.
there are supporting doll-like characters. There are 2 of them. And you can beat a level by switching between Link and these 2 dolls. The story starts in a kingdom that is just full of fashion-savvy people.
Oh, you're telling me.
We find out something has happened. So the king is looking for a hero who could help. So different players are each claiming to be the hero. And so it begins. Using items to defeat enemies and conquering dungeons is a familiar staple from other Zelda games. So it should appeal to fans of the series. This time, there's also a fashion element, where you collect items to create new outfits with new abilities.
I love it.
By buying and equipping these different clothes,
things are
your
important.
abilities change.
I
So
get
the
it.
same courses will offer different experiences depending on what you wear.
I like that one.
I think playing with people in online multiplayer where you can't see their reactions is fun too. I hope people invite others to try out the game with them as well.
Okay, so it's not just local either then.
When playing in multiplayer, we frequently hear Mr. Aonuma yelling excitedly about the game.
I have the loudest voice on the team.
It's Brian Vore.
Also for Nintendo 3DS, we have another new game. Last year, we had the Wii U version of Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
We're now developing a 3DS version. This game is a reimagining of the Wii U game. It will include all the DLC characters from that one.
I wonder what does reimagining mean? It plays differently at all?
Yeah, that'll be interesting to know. I think
We're
that
also adding
all the
additional
controls have to
characters and
change a
stages
bit,
from The
so-
Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, to expand the gameplay.
That is an awesome
Hyrule
guitar
Warriors
version.
is
That's
not like the Zelda games I created.
Wait, are you
It is
excited?
an experience only Koei Tecmo can really bring to life.
I didn't play Hyrule Warriors too much, but this might bring me over.
I hope you will enjoy Hyrule Warriors Legends, as well as The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes on Nintendo 3DS.
So yeah, I didn't play the Wii U version, so I don't know that I could compare, but yeah, I am curious about that. Is this the song you said you liked, Wade?
No, I like their electric guitar version of Wind Waker music.
Oh, okay. This
Right
one?
here, yeah. Oh no!
Oh.
It's because you liked it. Okay.
All right.
Hey.
Okay, another 3DS.
Oh.
Oh, cool. Though it is Metroid Prime,
Yes,
so it's not the
as you
2D one I was
discussed,
hoping for,
yeah.
but
Oh, it's 4-player co-op missions.
in the universe. Okay. Blast Ball.
Hey now. It's like mini games? Joe doesn't seem to, yeah.
I mean, as we talked about, there's a certain thing about Metroid that I'm interested in, and that does not look like it. That's all we're going to see of Fire Emblem.
Shh. Gorgeous.
This was called Fire Emblem If before, right?
Yeah, and yeah, for Japan. Just renamed it.
Okay.
You are my child now.
Finally, an English trailer.
Now, once and for all. No more games. To the death.
Here I come. I'll show you.
I won't surrender.
As long as I can still create babies, I'll be happy.
For your betrayal.
Don't look at me. Please.
There is only one punishment. The sentence is death.
Try to be at peace.
All right, and that's the one that in Japan has 2 different versions.
Kill me if you want.
So I'm guessing we will have
Do
2
it
as
as
well.
yourself.
But we'll see. No confirmation on that.
Because, yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yes! This is like my dream game right here.
Well, yeah, and it's been a long time since we've heard anything about this. This is the Persona.
Yeah.
Or
Shin Megami Tensei.
Shin Megami Fire Emblem crossover.
I love it because it's so Japanese.
Do you know you're dancing right now?
So okay. How can you not? I get my J-pop on.
人類の天敵に対抗し得るもの。それがミラージュマスターよ。
Yeah.
This is pretty much right at the intersection of everything that would make a perfect game for you.
Yeah. See, look how cool this looks.
きっと届く。だから歌うんだ翼。
行こう。我が友につきよう。
オリベ翼、17歳です。心を込めて歌います。
There better be baby sim elements.
翼の本気を見せてあげて。
背中は任せだぜ。かけるぞ。誰よりも早く。
ロードの
The
マスター
thing that is a little disappointing for people is this doesn't look very Fire Emblem.
Yeah, like, is it just Fire Emblem character? I mean,
They have some
I can't really
characters.
even tell what kind of game this is.
I know, that's what's beautiful about it.
Do you want it just to be like a text advent, like a dating sim?
No, I don't. But like I think some of the stuff they haven't really shown gameplay, which is kind of like we're seeing a little bit of it there, but like where does the Fire Emblem stuff exactly come in?
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, I'm curious, like, how much is strategy? How much is sort of like more
Exactly.
traditional RPG?
一緒に行こう。クラム。
but I do like the stuff
運命を超える。
that looks like it's coming over from Shin Megami Tensei. So,
Okay, vague 2016.
all right, we never had a release window on that, so now we have the confirmed.
We at least know it's
2016.
coming. Yeah.
Banana. Oh, we know what this is.
It's the pranking series where you make people slip on banana peels.
Yep.
What does this
Sorry.
have to do with bananas?
I don't know, but they totally just
Space
threw me off with it.
bananas?
Look how beautiful this is.
Man. This is looking good.
Oh,
Show me some robots.
they'll get there, Joe.
When are we gonna get to the
They'll
robots?
Get there.
Okay, we're getting closer. Monsters.
Monster design looks great.
There,
Oh.
finally. Man, that thing is
Look at
huge.
those dinos. Oh my gosh. Suit up, Joe.
In a robot? Okay, you got it.
Robot Joe on stage.
You never have to ask me twice.
Oh man. Come on,
Yep.
bring it.
Nice.
Oh!
Nice.
There we go.
This year.
Good.
In December, nonetheless.
Yeah.
That's usually, like, things usually have quieted down a little by then in terms of the summer or the holiday release schedule.
That's true. There's Animal Crossing.
Whoa.
But this was announced before.
What is it?
Happy Home. It's a 3DS kind of spin-off-ish.
So it's not just the straight up, the traditional
I
Animal
don't
Crossing.
It could be. I haven't really seen that much about it. I know they announced this a little while ago.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still reeling from Xenoblade.
I know.
That was a cool trailer.
They put my stuff back to back, though. It's very dangerous. Those are the Amiibo cards that they are introducing, which is kind of a way to keep your Amiibo on the go.
Yeah, okay, I remember this
Yeah.
now.
It's a lot of happiness
Yeah.
and bright colors.
But I mean, isn't Animal Crossing always just kind of about designing your home?
Yeah.
Isn't that
but
the
this
main
is,
thing?
This is Happy Home Designer. World premiere.
I'm going to wait for Depressed
Ooh.
Home Designer.
Oh, there you go. New Amiibo.
Okay.
Oh,
Wait,
a
I mean-
Kamiibo festival, they're saying?
Animal Crossing Amiibo, not Kamiibo. It's not a Kamiibo festival.
I'm calling it a Kamiibo.
Maybe if you're playing, what, Street Fighter, then you have
man,
a
hey.
Kamiibo?
Oh, it's like a Mario Party
Yeah.
game.
That's just what we need. More Mario Party. Except it doesn't look competitive. It just looks like who can have the best time.
Hey, there's some storytelling in this. A Kamiibo. I'm not gonna.
Oh, I love that it was captured on camera for all to see.
Always, always. Every time I go on these things, embarrassing moments.
All right, everyone watching, we need to get hashtag Kamiibo
Stop
going.
I just saw the C and I didn't even see.
Take
the
out the
A.
rest. Take out the A and the festival and just Kamiibo. That's what it is now.
Oh man.
Here, I'll kick it off. Where's my phone?
Damn it, Joe. Holiday, okay.
All right, all right.
So a lot's kind of slated for that holiday of 20, which shouldn't surprise anyone. Hey, Yoshi, Woolly World. These Amiibos are adorable, by the way, so I'm excited.
Oh yeah, the yarn ones.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really
I
cool.
want a yarn one. Of course, they're going to be hard to
Hi,
find.
I'm Emi Watanabe, and I work in software planning and development department at Nintendo, and I am a coordinator. I work with developers in making.
Kim, I should tell you that Kamiibo is now trending. The stream is loving it.
And I was in charge of designing Yoshi's Woolly World with Tezuka-san.
Oh.
Working with Tezuka-san is very inspirational. He is the leader of this project. At the same time, he has the perspectives of the player. So he has both elements, the leader and the player.
This looks adorable. Like, I wonder if I could play this
I
with my
decided
nephew.
to make some yarn Yoshi just for fun because I'm not a programmer or an artist, so I wasn't able to make something in the actual game. So, and the development team was really, really
There it
working
is.
hard.
Kamiibo
So I thought to
sent.
myself, oh, is there anything that I can do in some way to help this game? I went home and got some yarn, and I decided to make my very first yarn Yoshi. When I brought it back to the office, the smiles on the face of my colleagues really struck me. There was this proposal made
adorable.
at Nintendo saying
Those are
that
so cute.
maybe for a game like this, a plushie Amiibo would be more fun to have because it goes well with the vibe of the game. And when I heard that, I fell in love with that idea and decided to make more yarn Yoshi prototypes. Yoshi
cute.
himself is made of yarn.
I
The
wonder
shape
how long
of
it would
his
take to
body
make one of those.
transforms into
Yeah.
different shapes. So he turns into like a propeller when you jump, and he turns into a mallet when he does the ground pound. But also the world
All right,
itself
I'm
is in
interested in
yarn
this.
and fabrics and lots of textiles. We have places in the game where you can
Between
unwrap
this
it,
and that,
and you can
between
also
this and that
knit
Kirby game,
platforms.
Nintendo's really doing
And
a
in
good
this
job with
game,
like
the enemies
distinct
are made
art,
of yarn as
art
well. So when
direction.
Yoshi
You know.
swallows them, they turn into little yarn
Just like
balls
so creative
instead
too,
of
what you
eggs.
can do
Well, most of all, we
with
want
that
the game
yarn
to be
theme,
fun.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yoshi's Woolly World provides plenty of challenge if you try to go for
we are at a
100%
point where
completion.
graphics in so many games
But also
look
we wanted
so good.
to have lots and
That's
lots
not
of
just
people
looking good,
enjoy
it's
the
also
game,
like
and
looking
those lots of
distinct
people
is important.
have different expectations on the difficulty of the game. And for us, what's so special about Yoshi games is
I
that
love it.
the difficulty level is all up to the player, because if you just
Look
want
at all
to
those
have fun,
Amiibos.
you can
Yeah,
just run
sure.
through the levels. If you think you're a more advanced player, you can set the challenge a little higher by collecting lots of items, and that provides plenty of challenge in this game. We are very confident that the game provides both the challenge and the fun. Its co-op mode is designed so that the user can decide how they want to play with their friend.
Is that
So
the
you can
most Yoshi
either
Amiibos that will
cooperate with
ever
your
be in
friend,
one
you
place
can
at one
help
time?
each other out. You can swallow the other Yoshi,
wonder.
turn him into a yarn ball, and then throw
Can I
it to
just
higher
steal 'em?
areas
Okay.
so that
Maybe
the other
that's why they
Yoshi can
started
reach
making
that area.
knockoff
So you can do
Amiibos
a little bit
instead.
of competition with your friend. You can be a little mean.
They're easier to
if
produce
you have an Amiibo,
because you just make them right up.
and if you use it in Yoshi's Woolly World, then Yoshi
It's like
design
Prado,
turns
okay?
into
It's
that
Amiibo.
character. So for example, if you
Yeah,
have
I
a
like
Mario
that. I like
Amiibo,
that. The Kim
you can
Wallace
get a
knockoff
Mario
Amiibo
Yoshi,
brand.
which
Kimibos.
is a Yoshi in Mario pattern, in Mario design.
Someone in the stream wrote
So if
Kimmibo.
you have an
Yeah,
Amiibo,
yeah.
Maybe you can have fun trying out different characters.
This is just too cute.
In this game, when we turned Pucci into Yarn, he was really cute. So that's why we decided to have him again in this game. He barks when there's an important item around you.
Oh my
So he's a quite useful companion to have. Even after you clear the level, it's really fun to go back, revisit that level, because there's always something that you missed out on. You always find something new. It would be great if you can collect all the items in one go, but that is quite challenging. So I hope people can enjoy playing the same level over and over again. Most of all, I want people to feel happy when playing this game.
I've got a smile on my face.
Yeah. Okay. October. I'm on board with that.
Like how the puppets did their part and now they just kind of dance.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm interested in this.
What is it?
It's really popular series in Japan.
Oh, this is the yokai
Yeah.
thing. Oh, okay. Yeah, kids were going bonkers for this when we were in Japan for
Yep.
TGS.
It's level 5.
Because it's 3DS, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember a lot of the people that I was street passing in when we were in Tokyo had like the last thing they'd been playing was the yokai
Yeah, I
game.
think I'm gonna have to get this. Level 5 cool monster design.
So for people who don't know, I mean, like this is sort of a like a monster collection sort of thing.
About level 5, adorable.
Yeah.
Turn-based combat.
Makers of games such as Ni no Kuni.
All right, cool. I like it. Okay. Holiday. Okay. Wow. There's a lot
Yeah.
in the holiday.
They weren't kidding when
we're
they were
gonna be busy.
Yeah, when they were talking about the sort of immediate future, they weren't kidding. Two Mario worlds collide. So it's like Mario and Luigi meets
Paper
Mario?
I love Paper Mario Peach, by the way.
Yeah.
Too cute.
So the last Paper Mario game, that Sticker Star game,
Yeah.
that didn't.
It was all right. I played it.
People didn't seem to like that.
Yeah,
as
I
much.
didn't like it as much. I mean, it was decent. I mean, I played it, but definitely not the most memorable. But now this, I could get on board with.
Okay. I mean, it makes sense. They've got sort of these two kind of competing RPG versions of the
Yep.
Mario universe. Well, not competing, but
Yeah,
you know.
but I
parallel.
definitely prefer, as of late, like I think the Mario and Luigi entries have been a lot more fun to play.
Yeah.
Um,
No, it's
Yeah.
yeah, it's actually super smart because like they all have like similar gameplay and quirky like entertaining writing and stuff. I think it's a pretty natural mix.
Oh man. Now, if this says holiday on the release, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with my time. Oof.
Paper Jam.
Okay, spring. I can handle that. That's good, actually.
That's the first time I've been happy to see a 2016 release date on something in a while.
Oh. So I was really into Mario Tennis on in the earlier entries. Super Nintendo one, I think, I played a lot of.
Yeah, I mean those Mario sports games, tennis and golf and all that, have I mean they're fun to play. They have a cool style to them, but I always kind of wonder what defines the sort of later ones from the earlier ones.
Yeah.
Hey Kim, I just can't help but notice that there are lots of people using the Amiibo hashtag.
It's very
I'm afraid to look at my Twitter feed when I leave this. Thank goodness we have a long stream ahead. Maybe,
we had a concept of land.
Well,
we're also going to be on the Square stream, so hopefully people forget.
I want to keep bringing it up. People need to know.
This old sketch of Mario
all about
fireballs from a moving cloud.
A Amiibo festival.
All of my most embarrassing moments happen always on camera. Like it's.
No, that I can say as someone who sits next to you up in the bullpen, that is not true.
In the old days, when we needed to fix or change part of the course, it would get really messy if we tried to edit the original drawing. So we.
Who's the one I would call Unbroken Unbreakable? Like the other day, that one was good.
Look familiar, but you can combine various elements from the different games to create entirely new stuff.
Yeah, I wish I was more of a creator.
Like
I guess.
different enemies on top of each other.
Generally, I think for games like this, though,
and
they
putting a bullet bill on top.
what do I want to say? Like they have a lot of creation tools, but I think they also understand that not everyone is interested in that, so they just sort of let the community make something interesting.
Exactly, and you can play through it. So that's the only thing that keeps. Because I
normally
remember
like Goombas.
when I was a tot, I thought that Mario Paint was just so great. And now I'm just like, I was so awful at Mario. But like, I found some way to like make my own stuff and just think that was amazing. So
Tap a compatible amiibo like Wii Fit Trainer, and Mario can turn into Wii Fit Trainer when he gets a mystery mushroom.
Yeah, I like that you can be the little characters, as long as there's Fire Emblem characters in it.
You need a compatible amiibo. I wonder what happens if you like put those two words together. Amiibo?
Your Mario in-game is going to appear a bit bigger. The amiibo itself.
That's a pretty good amiibo.
To reflect the
Another
effect in the game.
amiibo. This is just getting out of
Also
hand.
a Super Mario
What is?
Maker booklet.
Every other,
The
well,
booklet has a
besides
lot of sample
Amiibo,
courses.
actual Amiibos for like
It's
every
really
little
fun
thing.
just looking at them, as if this is what would happen if you design the world of Mario in real life.
Basically, I say this is getting out of hand because I want to
Most
get them, and
times,
then I get frustrated
I
when I
start
can't.
by making a course I want to play, which is usually like a 2-1 or 2-2. Once that's done, we try to make it a little easier. So we move on to making 1-1. It's always like that.
Get that
I may
star.
come across as a mean person by saying this, but in 1-1, there's a Goomba, which is clearly an enemy, but there's also a super mushroom, and you might run when you first see it. You run, but there's a block above, so you can't run. So if you jump, the ceiling is low, so you usually hit it. But when you do, you grow big. It's a surprise. There are stairs, but there are gaps.
Yeah, it is really.
But
People
the
have-
first gap
people
has a
have talked
floor,
about this.
and the second one is the one you want to avoid.
How World
because
1-1 is
it's
just like
bottomless.
a
So
brilliant
it's a
tutorial for
in a sense.
the ga-
We put
There
a
we
lot
go.
of thought into those types of things.
That whole
When
world.
playing a Mario game
You
for the
learn
first
everything you
time,
need to know.
it's a challenge to run and jump at the same time. New players usually fall into the first pit because they can't make the jump. But they learn from it. They usually fall into it because they can't make it.
It's like game design training software.
Try it if you want to get into game design.
That is good for people who are interested in that type of stuff to be
Yeah.
able to kind of play around with this.
With enough practice, anyone can become a good course designer.
Are they laughing because they're lying?
Earlier, I said that Nintendo's experience for E3 is all about transformation. And while we've given you a sneak peek of some of our games coming later in 2015, there's still much more to share. Next, Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 begins. We'll kick off with Mr. Miyamoto and fellow developers flying through Star Fox Zero. And if you can't wait to get your hands on Super Mario Maker, the opportunity is right in front of you. On Wednesday, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. local time, you can walk into any of more than 100 Best Buy stores in the US and Canada and experience the game for yourself firsthand. You can find the details of all of our activities this week at e3.nintendo.com. To close, as anyone transforms, be it a person or a company, it's good to reflect on where you've been to help guide where you go next. Over the past 30 years, more than 1 billion people around the world have played a Nintendo game. And most of them have played as gaming's biggest star, Mario. From the music, to the costumes, to the characters, Super Mario isn't just Nintendo's mascot. There's a little piece of him, and certainly memories of his adventures, inside all of us.
I knew that's what was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. I spent so much time on these games.
Oh, man. Super Mario World, best Mario. It's a fact.
Oh, yeah. Mario time. It's a me, a Mario.
Mario.
So, yeah.
All right, so it looks like we're sort of closing things out here.
You don't think this is going to turn into anything?
No.
I feel like for their 30th, they should have announced a new game. Mario.
It's just a celebration. That's what Mario Maker is. A celebration of all things Mario. Yeah. So, I think we'll probably phase out of this very, very briefly and then come back for our little post-show analysis of that. And then we'll roll into Square Enix pretty quickly. But, yeah, sorry everyone to leave the music behind. But
Joe, you forget that I'm in charge of when we stop listening to music.
I know, right?
Oh, come on. Okay, Wade. Well, how about this? You tell me when we're gonna leave the music behind.
No, I agree. I'm just worried we're gonna miss something.
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's just people dancing. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll see some more Amiibos.
Wow.
Look at that. It's worth it just to see that. All right, let's see.
Okay, Kim. So we just saw the Nintendo
digital event.
Yes.
Or
Nintendo Direct.
He said digital event, so that's what we're gonna call it.
All right, so that's what we're calling it. What were the big announcements for you? Hold on. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go and not be predictable here. I really liked what I saw of Yoshi Woolly World. It's adorable.
That is a little unpredictable, given your sort of pre-show enthusiasm for.
Well, that's also I'm gonna say. So obviously, I liked seeing Fire Emblem up there. Finally, an English trailer.
Yeah.
And also the Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem crossover having now a release window of 2016.
Right.
Still looks all kinds of crazy. I can't wrap my head around it, but I'll tell you what I like about it. It makes me feel like I am in Japan.
Okay, so any game that makes you feel like you're in Japan is good.
It's just, it's like that joyous feeling I feel when I'm there, when I watch those trailers. Like, J-pop, let's keep going. But,
all right.
To be honest, the one I'm more excited 4 is actually the Fire Emblem. What's the new name again?
Fates, I think, or
yes.
Fate.
Fates, because that list just looks great. I mean, I just love the art style that they're going with. They just keep going up with that, with the shell shading. And
why do you think they changed the name from If to Fate? Or
well,
Fates?
If just feels weird. I mean, not feels weird, but it's just like, well, if this happens, I think Fate kind of says.
Yeah. I suppose it's sort of it's a little more like non-committal, right?
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
maybe this game's good. If you want to
Yeah,
pick it up, that'd be nice.
I didn't like the name to begin with, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of happy. But
still no official announcement for the North American version, whether or not that's going to have two different like, iterations of it, because we know that there's sort of like a black version and a white version.
I think they will, but
yeah.
I mean, because people,
they
I will flip a table if they don't. So
wait, but what if they just put both versions in one? On
no,
one
that's
cartridge?
even better. But I mean, we'll find out.
Because they don't really do. They really do that much outside of Pokemon? The sort of like dual SKUs of it?
No, we've not really had that. So
yeah, so I guess we'll see.
I guess
that.
there's different protagonists too that you play as, depending on which version you have, if I remember correctly. But
we'll see.
We'll see.
What I hope they don't do is just give you one version and not give you access to the other one or any of the content. But yeah,
we'll find out.
We have that to see. So we also got we got a big release date for Xenoblade Chronicles.
I like that release window. I feel like I have time to get through a chunk of it before the holidays come.
Yeah.
You know, that's great. We always get our little mini vacations during that time. So I mean, that's exciting in itself.
We finally saw some Star Fox.
Yeah,
Star Fox
and
Zero.
it looked good. I mean, people were a little worried about it just based on what was shown last year. And I think this showed that they're going with the essence of the series. And it definitely had me with all those nostalgic memories of playing Star Fox on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
You know, that like feeling, I thought they kind of did well with that.
Yeah, it seems interesting. The idea, like from first seeing it, they were showing mainly that cinematic camera. So I was kind of wondering if it would maybe be like, it kind of made me think of Metroid Other M a little bit of like, oh, this isn't the control scheme that I'm really used to for this game. But it turns out that like the little gamepad isn't as much of a gimmick as it appeared in the video.
Well,
It seems
I
like
thought
that's like,
I thought I was going to be going, well, you still kind of are, I guess, a little bit. But I just, that gamepad is just so clunky. So every time I see that I'm going to have to raise it up, I don't like,
But
oh man, I'm lazy. Okay, so let's just put it there.
But it does seem like that is generally your like conventional way of controlling.
Yeah, I liked what I saw of that.
Yeah, and if you're just tuning in right now, by the way, we are going to be going into the Square Enix press conference momentarily. But instead of doing sort of pre-show on that, I think we just want to wrap up our
well, let's
Nintendo
talk
discussion.
about. All right, obviously the big Zelda wasn't there that we wanted, but we got the Hyrule Warriors announcement that was going to be reimagined for 3DS, and then also we saw the new co-op Zelda. Well, you can play single player, but
Triforce Legends or Heroes or something like that.
Yes, I just want to make sure I wasn't saying it wrong.
So all in all, we saw some Mario stuff. We saw some Star Fox. We saw new Metroid. We saw Shin Megami Persona. We saw Xenoblade.
Fire Emblem.
Sorry, I keep getting confused.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the point being is that
and everything's coming out in holiday of 2015, basically.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff coming out this year. We've got a great sort of slate of things that are staggered out a little bit into 2016. So all in all, I think it's hard to be disappointed with what that was.
But no big surprises, I feel like.
No, but still solid. I feel like.
But
still entertaining.
Nothing like, oh my God, I had no idea that was coming. Okay.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah.
Anyway, well, that's gonna wrap it up for our Nintendo post show. Come back momentarily again because we're just gonna be right back with Square Enix. So we'll see you there.
Yay.
I'm sure we'll have some RPG stuff to talk about. See you soon.